Tigers outfielder Riley Greene is in his third Major League Baseball season this year. In those 3 years, he has consistently grown a lot as a player year after year. Despite making huge jumps each year of his professional career up to this point, he still has yet to really gain much respect at all from MLB media and fans outside of Detroit. Greene was a top prospect upon his arrival to Major League Baseball, ranked number 5 on the official 2022 preseason MLB prospect rankings. He was drafted 5th overall in the 2019 draft, and obviously had some pretty huge expectations to live up to. He was great in the minor leagues across 3 seasons, and the Tigers called him up for him to play his first big league game on June 18, 2022. His rookie year definitely wasn't something like what Aaron Judge did in 2017 or what Paul Skeens is doing right now for the Pirates, but it definitely laid a foundation for the player that Greene would become in the years to come. In 93 games in 2022, he slugged just .362 with only 5 home runs. For someone who slugged well over 500 between AA and AAA in parts of 2 seasons, this might have been a cause for concern. Really, the reason he wasn't quite seeing results in terms of extra base hits was due to his tendency to hit ground balls to his pull side, more or less right at the defense. While he was hitting these ground balls to his pull side, he wasn't pulling many fly balls, which led to a lot of lazy fly ball outs to left field, instead of damaged fly balls to right and center field. You have a lot more power as a hitter when you try to pull the ball than you do when you try to go the opposite way, and even though Greene is a major leaguer, this still rings true. Greene also struck out a ton with a rate of 28.7% to match. Because he didn't hit for much power at all, this put his offensive production slightly below the league average by many different statistics. After a season with a .682 OPS and a .96 WRC+, Greene showed out in 2023, despite not even cracking 100 games played. His power exploded, thanks to a big jump in his average launch angle, line drive rate, barrel rate, and exit velocity, which was up from 89 miles per hour to 91. This might not seem like a huge jump, but in some spots it really could just be the difference between an outfielder tracking down a fly ball and it dropping for extra bases. This combination of higher exit velocity and higher launch angle led Greene to put up more extra base hits than in 2022 and with less plate appearances. He was in the top 25% of a lot of major StatCast batted ball categories, meaning that he was crushing the ball. In his case, he was getting the results to show for it. He raised his OPS up from .682 in 2022 to .796 in 2023, an increase of 114 points. His slugging percentage also took a huge jump from .362 all the way up to .447, an increase of 85 points. A broken fibula and torn UCL in his right elbow unfortunately robbed him of the rest of his sophomore season. If he had got to play it, he probably would have been even better by the season's end. And that leads us to the 2024 season, Greene's 3rd year in MLB to this point. Fresh off Tommy John surgery in September of 2023, Greene has not shown it so far this year. Injuries were a problem for him last year, but this year he has appeared in 98 of the Tigers' 99 games. He's parlayed his good injury fortune with easily the best season of his young career so far. Something that he wasn't doing too much of in his first 2 years was drawing walks. Greene is now walking at a rate of 12% this year, which is 14th in all of baseball for qualified hitters. He's cut down on his strikeouts noticeably, and after a power surge last year, is doing himself one better. In the 834 plate appearances he took across the 2022 and 2023 seasons, he hit 16 home runs. In 2024, with just 416 plate appearances, he has hit 17, on pace for about 25 to 30 when the season is over. Greene has done this by increasing his average launch angle even more than last year, and is barreling the ball more often because of it. Instead of those lazy fly balls to left field I was talking about earlier, he's hitting more line drives to left field than ever before instead. He doesn't chase at pitches like he used to, and he's done a great job at consistently making good swing decisions instead of bad ones, and that's a big reason why his offensive production has increased so much this year compared to his first 2 years. As it stands right now, Greene is one of the top players in baseball, and in my opinion, a very underrated player. He could easily make it to 5 or 6 Fangraphs wins over replacement when the season is over with. Definitely like and subscribe if you have not yet, and thanks for watching this video.